was a sunny October 2nd with the temperature at 61 degrees when Purdue hosted Notre Dame in Ross-Ade Stadium. Boilermakers ran onto the field between the traditional lines of cord-wearing, cane-carrying seniors. Notre Dame's captain, Phil Sheridan, won the toss, and the Irish elected to receive. Bob Griese kicks off for the Boilermakers, with his kick sailing deep to the Notre Dame goal line, where it was taken by Nick Eddy. Eddy returned the kick over the 15-yard line out to the 22-yard line of Notre Dame, where the Boilermakers put him down. On the first down play, quarterback Bill Zlock of Notre Dame again handed off to Eddy, and Eddy picked up one more yard to the 23-yard line. With 2nd and 9, Zlock called signals again, this time handing to his fullback, Larry Conjar. Conjar's rush was good for 2 yards, and it was Notre Dame 3rd down coming up, 7 yards to go. This time Conjar gives the ball to Bill Wolski, who tries wide right, is hit and dropped at the Notre Dame 27-yard line. A fired-up Boilermaker defense had stopped the Irish on their first possession and forced Notre Dame to kick to the Boilermakers. Dan McGinn punts to Purdue, with Gordon Teeter waiting for the ball on the Boilermaker 30-yard line, taking it there, and then coming toward this side of the field with a punt return that was good for about 12 yards to the Boilermaker 42-yard line. After 3 exchanges of kicks, Notre Dame moved to the Boilermaker 18-yard line. On the first play, Zlock gave off to Conjar. Conjar picked up 2 yards over left tackle, the Boilermaker's 16-yard line. With 2nd down, 8 yards to go on Purdue's 16-yard line, Bill Zlock calls signals for the Irish. This time Zlock keeps on the option, then tosses to Wolski, who runs wide to the right and is chopped down at the Boilermaker 12-yard line. It's now 3rd down, 4 yards to go for Notre Dame. Zlock again gives the ball to Conjar. Conjar's good for just 1 yard over the Boilermaker right tackle. With 4th and 3, Notre Dame decides to try for the field goal. Ivan is kicking from the Purdue 17-yard line. His kick is up, and it's good, and the Irish lead 3-0. Ken Ivan kicks off to the Boilermakers, his kick traveling down to John Kuzniewski, who's waiting on the Purdue 16-yard line. Kuzniewski returns that boot to the Boilermaker 26-yard line. With 1st down and 10 yards to go on their own 26-yard line, Gordon Teeter takes the handoff, runs over left guard, and picks up 6 yards to the 31-yard line. On a 2nd and 4 situation, Griese drops back, rolls out right to throw, then is trapped back of the line of scrimmage for a 4-yard loss. With 3rd and 8 facing the Boilermakers, Griese drops back to pass, rolls out left, and then hits Hadrick right in the middle for a 17-yard gain and a 1st down for Purdue. On their own 45-yard line, Bob Griese on the 1st down situation hands off to Gordon Teeter, who tries left tackle and picks up 2, and that ends the 1st quarter. On the first play of the 2nd quarter, Griese, looking for a man to throw to, is forced to run. Bob cuts back right, picks up a couple of fine blocks, crosses the 50-yard line, and is hauled down on Notre Dame's 43-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Boilermakers, and on the next play, Bob Griese gives off to Randy Minear, who hits right tackle, gets inside the Irish 40. With Teeter shifting left, Griese takes the snap, keeps the ball, slips through a hole, and is hauled down on Notre Dame's 34-yard line. Again, quarterback Bob Griese keeps. This time he goes for the 1st down on the Irish 30-yard line. With that 1st down situation, Griese sends Teeter over right tackle. He gets to the 27 for a 3-yard gain. Once again, it's Teeter with the ball. This time, stopped for a 1-yard loss. With 3rd and 8 on the Irish 28-yard line, Griese drops back to pass, fires a long one downfield to Jim Byrne, who's in the clear at the 10, and scores easily for the first Purdue touchdown. Score, Purdue 6, Notre Dame 3. The point after was missed, and on the ensuing kickoff, Bob Griese booted deep to the Notre Dame 7-yard line, where Bill Wolski was waiting for the kick. Wolski comes right back up the center of the field, over the 20-yard line, out to the 30, over the 40, and dumped on the 44-yard line by Bob Griese. On the first down play, Zlock calls signals, pitches out to Wolski, trying his own right end, and Wolski's over the 45, hauled down at the 48-yard line. This time, Zlock gives off to Conjar, and Conjar stopped right on the 50. Operating from a spread formation, Notre Dame again pitches out to Wolski. Wolski's over the 50 and dropped on Purdue's 44-yard line. Here's Notre Dame's wing T left. Once more a give to Wolski through a hole over right tackle, over that 40, down to the 35, and spilled on the 31-yard line of Purdue. Zlock calls from their spread formation, decides to keep this time, gets over the 30, crosses the 25, and is tugged down on the Boilermaker 21-yard line. It's another first down for Notre Dame on the Boilermaker 21. Here's Zlock keeping, then pitching out to Dan Harshman, who runs wide left, is hit at the 15-yard line and stopped at the 14-yard line. Harshman's 7-yard gain makes it 2nd and 3 for Notre Dame on the Purdue 14. Fullback Larry Conjar blasts up the middle, picks up just 2 yards. With a 3rd and 1 situation for Notre Dame, Bill Zlock drops back to pass, looks for end Phil Sheridan as he scoots out to the right, fires to Sheridan, who can't hang on to the ball at the 10-yard line. However, a holding penalty against Purdue puts the ball on the Boilermaker 6-yard line. With the ball on the Boilermaker 6-yard line, Zlock hands off to Larry Conjar, who tries the right side of his own line and who stopped at the 4-yard line. Finding that Boilermaker line tough to crack, Zlock fakes a handoff, keeps himself, and tries to go wide right. He also is dumped on about the 5-yard line of Purdue. With a tight line and a wing T out left, Zlock hands off to Nick Eddy, who runs way wide to his left, is met at the 1-yard line, but has enough momentum to go into the end zone for the Irish touchdown. The score at this point is Notre Dame 9, Purdue 6. Ken Ivan kicks the point after touchdown up, and good, and the Irish lead 10-6 with 3 minutes and a half left to go in the first half. Ivan kicks off to the Boilermakers again. This time Gordon Teeter takes it on the Purdue 9-yard line and heads for the eastern sideline. Teeter's remarkable balance gets him back to the 25-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for Purdue. On the first play, Griese sends Teeter over left tackle out to the 31-yard line of the Boilermakers. With 2nd and 4 on the 31, Griese drops back to his right, looks for a man to throw to, and hits Bob Hadrick on the 39-yard line. With 1st down, Gordon Teeter blasts up the middle for the Boilermakers and picks up 3 yards. With 2nd down coming up on the Purdue 42-yard line, Bob Griese takes 3 steps back, looks out in the middle, hits Bob Hadrick over the midfield stripe, and he gets down to the Notre Dame 37-yard line before he slips and falls. It's a 1st down for the Boilermakers on that Irish 37. Gordon Teeter tries right guard, but picks up just 2 yards. With 2nd and 8, Bob Griese calls those Boilermaker signals, and Gordon Teeter starts in motion to the left. Griese hits him with that swing pass out to the left. Teeter ducks the first tackler and is stopped on the Irish 26-yard line. On 1st down, Griese rolls back to pass, comes out right, and is stopped for a short loss of 2 yards. 2nd and 12 on Notre Dame's 28-yard line. Boilermakers in possession with Griese rolling way wide right, looking downfield and firing a pass to Bob Hadrick. Hadrick takes it, comes back to the 15-yard line, and is hauled down on the Irish 14-yard line. Another 1st down for Purdue. On this 1st down play, Bob Griese drops right straight back, throws one down the middle to Jim Byrne, who makes a beautiful diving catch in the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown with 1 minute and 29 seconds left in the first half. The score, Purdue 12, Notre Dame 10. At halftime, the big drums on the field, escorted by Purdue band members, and the line of majorettes, as Professor Al Wright is justly proud and able to whoop it up at the half because their Boilermakers lead 12-10. The start of the second half, Dan McGinn punts to Purdue after the Boilermaker defense holds, and Gordon Teeter fields that punt, runs it back out to the Boilermaker 38-yard line. A clipping penalty against the Boilermakers put that ball back 15 yards to the Boilermaker 20-yard line. From here, Gordon Teeter tries left guard and picks up 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Bob Griese looks for his favorite passing target. Throws one downfield to Bob Hadrick, who takes it on the sidelines and brings it out over the 40-yard line to the Boilermaker 43-yard line. 1st down for the Boilermakers. 1st down on their own 43. With his formation spread right, Griese keeps, slips out over the 45-yard line and is ankle tackled on the 47-yard line. Second down, 6 yards to go. Griese again spots Hadrick, who makes a great catch on the 45-yard line and is pulled down on the Irish 37-yard line. Here's another 1st down play for Purdue. This time, Bob Griese drops back, hands off to Gordon Teeter, who hits over right tackle, finds a hole, and is stopped finally on Notre Dame's 30-yard line. Second down, 2 yards to go for the Boilermakers. Griese keeps, goes for 3 in the 1st down. This time it's 1st and 10 for Purdue on Notre Dame's 27-yard line. Teeter tries left tackle, gains just 1 yard to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Griese fades back, throws a pass to right end Jim Byrne, who's hauled down on about the Irish 15-yard line. Another 1st down for the Boilermakers. This time, Bob Griese keeps the ball on the quarterback option, picks up 3 yards over tackle. With 2nd and 7, Griese drops back, fires one to Randy Minear, who's in the clear in the end zone for the next Boilermaker touchdown, and the score is 18-10, Purdue over Notre Dame. Bob Griese drops back to throw a pass in that 3rd quarter. It's picked off by Tony Carey, who returns to his left, slips and falls on the Irish 46-yard line. With Notre Dame having a 1st and 10 on their own 46, Zlock fakes and pitches out to Wolski, who runs wide to his right, gets outside the Purdue end, and speeds down that sideline 54 yards for a Notre Dame touchdown. This makes the score 18-16, Purdue leading by just 2. The Irish line up, all set to try for 2 points after touchdown. Zlock drops back, hits Tom Tolliga in the end zone, and the Irish tie the ball game up at 18-18. With the score deadlocked in the 4th quarter, the Boilermakers fumble, and the Irish move to the Boilermaker 12-yard line. On 1st down, Nick Eddy runs wide to his left. Hits outside left end and picks up 5 yards to the Purdue 7-yard line. On the next play, the pitch is to Dan Harshman, who is stopped out left for no gain. Bill Zlock lines his boys up in the Notre Dame pro formation, fakes, fades, fires one out to Bill Wolski, but it's incomplete on the Purdue 8-yard line. 4th and 5 with the Irish on the Purdue 7. Ken Ivan drops back to try another field goal for Notre Dame. He kicks it, it sails, hits the bar and goes over, and the Irish take the lead 21-18. 5 minutes and 20 seconds are left in the ball game. Ivan boots that kickoff to the Boilermakers, with John Kuzniewski taking the ball on the kick, running back out to the Boilermaker 33-yard line. Starting with first down on their own 33-yard line, the Boilermakers move 67 yards in 4 plays. Here's the first one, a pass to flankerback Jim Finley, good to the Irish 35-yard line. That's a first down for the Boilermakers on the Irish 35. Teeter comes in motion left. Griese drops straight back, looks for Jim Byrne, passes to him for a first down on the Irish 23. Once more Griese fades to throw. And once more he hits down the middle of Jim Byrne, who's dumped on the 3-yard line. It's another first down for the Boilermakers. This time, Griese calls, gives off to Gordon Teeter, and Teeter cracks the last 3 yards for that touchdown that puts Purdue into the lead, 24-21. Bob Griese tries to the point after touchdown. His kick is up, and it's good, and the Boilermakers lead 25-21. Following Teeter's touchdown, the tough Boilermaker defense forces the Irish to give up the ball on the Notre Dame 48. The Boilermakers move to the Irish 41-yard line when time runs out, and Purdue comes up with a 25-21 win over Notre Dame's Fighting Irish. This hard-earned 25-21 win over the South Bend Irish was Coach Jack Mollenkopf's 7th win in 10 tries against Notre Dame. The victory also boosted the Boilermakers into the #1 spot in the nation's college football poll.